we are. This is bad crawl. I mean mainline. I mean shit crawl. I mean awful crawl. I mean mainline. Yeah. This is game number 65 in the world record streak on mainline DCSS. It's been a few days since I've streamed, so I'm gonna have to try to remember exactly what was going on with this character. Actually, seems like we're lacking our poison, our relax. So if I got stat form online, we could fix that pretty fast, and it would take away my fire dragon scales, but I would still have 1 pip of RF, which is not bad. I am not going to sack a hand. That's not going to happen. Although we did sack, we did sack magic resistance, which is painful. Irutus, basically reverse Darkest Dungeon. I'd be happy to play that. That sounds really cool. Are you the monsters? Because I always really like games that kind of reverse the situation, like that one wizardry game was probably the earliest one I can think of, where you're not the hero, you're the bad guy from the previous game. Hold on, did I? Sorry, my Twitch stream manager dashboard was messing up. Anyway, let's see. What do we want to do here? We have 3 runes. I seem to recall we did 4 floors of vaults, kind of on autopilot. The funniest thing about people trying to dethrone your streak is they keep dying. Was there a new contender that I missed out on? Or are we still talking about the same guy? I mean, more power to him, but frankly, the only person I think that stands a chance of doing it, well, let me put it this way. The only person I think who would possibly have the inclination and the skill to do it in a way that's not totally lame would be Man. Because he's already got, I mean, like I've always said, hey, thanks for the sub, Frog Wizard. The thing about Man is like, we had been streaking together and we came to a gentleman's agreement.
Please play Buck or BRBK next.
Fuck you! Yeah. Fuck
you! Alright, I will. Great combos. God, what was I saying? Oh yeah. No, like, Man and I had a gentleman's agreement not to streak past whatever point we both stopped on, and then for whatever reason, I know I had a good reason, I can't really remember it right now. I think it was I just wanted to get to 69. I ended up, or no, I remember. I wanted to do, I wanted to make a tutorial video, and I ended up making that Minotaur Berserker tutorial video, and I was like, what's the point in playing crappy mainline if I'm not expanding the streak, you know? So I ended up going further, but that's not to say that the reality is Man is just as good as me when it comes to streaking. I'm sure he could have the same amount as me if he wanted to. He just stopped playing DCSS is all it is. But yeah, if I thought any one person was going to do it, it would probably be him. No, Man and I are still friends. He's cool. But anyway, let's go to the Elven Halls. Now, I want to look up Demonologists. No chance of getting banished. The only thing we need to worry about in here is the usual crap where, like, we eat a really big attack. You know, like, you know, Corrosive Bolt or Crystal Spear. Hello. But we also have to worry about things like this. Like, we just got double zapped with lightning. And then our friend Rue decided to make him take a nap. But yeah, technically we can take 150 damage by getting double zapped because we do not have Arlek. I really prefer not to do Elf without Arlek and resist negative, which we do have. But we don't have Arlek. It's something I prefer not to do if possible, just because the basic little elves can cause such an issue, you know. But we don't have much of a choice. I mean, I can pop on this Arlek ring if I want to, but then that takes my magic resist down. We don't really need magic resist in here, but it's good to have, you know, if you don't want to get if you don't want to get banished, which I don't think this character would have a huge issue with banishing, but Then again, I also don't want to get slowed or confused by these archers, and if I swapped rings, yeah, if I swapped rings, we would have to swap the ring of magic resist, you know? So we'd actually be getting reduced by 2. Let's go back here. So we only fight one of these at once, yeah? Let's go ahead and power leap. Okay, we take out the guy that I was actually worried about. Close this door. Close this door again. He can blink around as much as he wants to, but if I'm behind a door, he's got to come get me, you know? The Twitter account is gone. I mean, that was a... you know, Twitter is such a funny thing. I heard that they fucking slapped a disinfo label on something the American Heart Association posted, which strikes me as just really interesting. I can't talk about what that thing was, obviously. Just reporting on the fact that it happened. And it's just, who the fuck does Twitter think they are? You know? This run is a joke? Yeah, that's the idea. This is meant to be a joke run. You know, please don't talk about that at all. I just, like, don't say any details on why that happened, because I don't even trust... I mean, Twitch will ban me if anything is said, but it's just interesting. We're in this really bizarre... And again, I try to be as vague as possible so that no one can bitch. I'm talking about this in extremely general terms. Uh-oh. Please don't paralyze me. Please don't paralyze me again. Fuck. There we go. VOD gone again. It will be, and it'll all be Gridgem's fault. But, no, like, I've been wanting to, I don't know if I need to start a podcast or what, put it on BitChute, somewhere where I can actually speak my mind relatively freely. But it's just a really interesting situation because we've decided that misinformation or disinformation or whatever it is they want to call it is now worthy of being censored. Like every single social media company, every single you know, every single company that handles not just social media, although I guess you could call YouTube a social media company, but it's also, I'm talking about things like YouTube where, you know, it marshals content and it's where people go to either see like videos or whatever, you know, music even, you know, you'll have things like Spotify removing songs that have messages that have quote unquote disinformation in them. And again, I'm not being specific about anything in particular, what that disinformation might be. The point is that it's just it's bizarre because back in the day, before we got into Netweaver, thank you for the follow, man. Back in the day, before we got into this new level of clown world, we you know, people would get censored, but it would just be kind of nebulous, like, oh, they said something we didn't like, or they would attach some phrase to it, like hate speech, which again is always nebulously defined. But okay, whatever. That at least, I guess, made some amount of sense. I mean, I don't think it was fair or reasonable or remotely consistent in the way it was enforced. But this disinformation thing basically means that if the government has something to say about a particular topic and you disagree with that publicly, then you need to be silenced. As best as I can tell, that's where we're at now. It's like if the government has this opinion and you dare to disagree with it publicly, you're guilty of disinformation. Who is it that decides what the correct information is? I mean, to me, the whole idea of, you know, the modern democracy or whatever you want to call it, representative, you know, whatever in America, but the idea of people voting on things and making decisions about the path of their nation, you know, is kind of predicated upon the idea that you can, in fact, hear opinions of varying, you know, things that vary from the party line on whatever topic. And again, I'm not going to be specific about any particular thing. I just think this is the most dangerous I mean, it's like every day I wake up and I see something more horrifying and more dangerous when it comes to the idea of freedom of speech. This idea that you can just silence someone because of you can just say, oh well, that's disinformation. That's you know, you might as well just say, oh, we banned them because we thought that this person was wrong about something. You know. I need to put on my See Invisible ring. I mean, I don't need to, but it just makes things easier here. All my thoughts are art upon the canvas of social media. You can't ban art. Aren't words fun? It is just kind of weird, like the way things get compartmentalized. I really need more piety and or levels so that my power leap kills those things instantly. The deep elf mages or whatever really should be getting insta-killed by that, but they aren't. You feel weirdly uncertain. You no longer feel a malignance within. Huh, did that take away one of my bad mutations? Are there actual YouTube video NFTs? Or are you just making that up? I thought about releasing an NFT just for fun. I don't think anybody would buy it. And I'll be honest with you, I think the idea of NFTs is really, really dumb. But if people are willing to pay money for it, you know. We have teleportitis? No, we don't. Oh my god, we do. I was like sitting there talking about politics and shit. I read the message out loud, and then I didn't even internalize the fact that I have teleportitis. That's super sick. Why do I have so many mutations? Because I did slime. And then I got the thing that it's like reverse evolution where you mostly get bad mutations. I don't have that anymore though. We have teleportitis though, so. Do we have Ice Blast? We don't. We do have this though. Let's just Tremor Stones. They were a little far away to use Tremor Stones. Try again. There we go. To me, the only cool thing about NFTs is if you were using them for something other than like a dick-waving mechanism. That is to say, if I released an NFT, well, let me rephrase. If I released a line of NFTs rather than just one for fun, what I would do is I would hook it into a video game. And I would have that game connect to the internet and say, oh, you're the owner of this NFT. Okay, cool. And then what it would do is it would verify that you're the actual owner, and then it would do something within the game based on the fact that you have that NFT. I think that kind of thing could potentially be pretty cool. Yeah, I don't like the monkey NFTs. It's very stupid. The only NFT that I think is cool is Stone Toss's Flirks, and that's just because it made people very mad that he was getting fat paid for them. Okay, we use the box. I'm told that, Green Eggs and Slam. I don't believe. Poison arrow hits your juvenile weird bat beast. Damn. Okay. Can we be one-shotted? Technically we can if we get double zapped. 3D 34, 94, 98, 102. Yeah, so I can only be killed with lightning bolt, which is pretty unlikely. Good God. Maybe I shouldn't be in here with teleportitis. That's not what caused this problem, but... If I go here, I don't think I can be double zapped, so why don't we just take a step? Okay, now we have another problem. Yeah, I could always APOC. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna walk away and get my hit points back, yeah? Like, what resources have I used here? Just the box. There's no sunk cost here. We did take his HP down a bit, but there's no reason not to reset this fight, really. Because this Deep Elf Mage, well, technically he's a Zephyrmancer, has complicated the situation a bit. You remember part 1 of this run being very scary? I just did a bunch of stupid things, is all. You're not supposed to have this much trouble on a troll. Oh, can I do this? Yeah, I can. You can hop across. Oh, Tony, could you ban Green Eggs and Slam for me for saying that? Because that was Thanks, bro. Anyway, yeah, God, I don't know. Do I even want to be an elf? This character fucking blows at doing elf. If I had a bunch of silent scrolls, that'd be pretty sick. Go to Abyss and farm mutation potions. I mean, it's tempting. I think I'm. You know what? I have to drink. I have to drink the mutation, and it's probably not going to get rid of. Oh wait, it did. Hey, we're good. We also got clarity. Not that I care. Okay, not bad. Not bad. There's just no way I was setting foot. There was no way that I was going to set foot in, you know, Elf 3. You know what I mean? With teleportitis, and that meant that even walking around here was a little bit spooky. Not just because we saw an Annihilator, but also because I could get shafted down there. Hey, Netweaver. First time chat from viewer. Hell yeah. I'm checking this out because I'm getting the itch to play again, and I'm confused why we're not eating the corpses of slain foes. See, he's laughing because mainline is being controlled right now by a group of developers who are they have discovered, basically they're like brain dead explorers who were wandering the land, and they discovered a shining city that was abandoned, right? Some very amazing men built this city, and it was it's like inlaid with gold, and you know, there's like a bunch of like domes that obviously a lot of effort was put into making them, and what they did was they walked into all these shining houses in the shining city, and they started taking a shit all over all the clean shiny surfaces, and like tearing off the domes, and throwing on some like thatch work you know, type bullshit on top, and basically ruining everything. This metaphor kind of fell apart a bit. What I'm saying is they took out food. they removed food from the game entirely. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the devs. I'm a fan of the dev of Bcrawl, BHoth, who made a fork which is better. Hey, this guy has crystal plate armor. Too bad I can't use that. We have a Vuln. I don't really want to try to melee him with crystal plate. He's gonna haste and might himself. Well, there's okay. So here's the fun. Yeah, that's a good question. First of all, there's two reasons you can't do that. One, a while back they changed it to where there's no future spawns on D1. Like, there are only so many things will spawn on a particular level, and it's all spawned as soon as you go in. There's no new spawns after a certain amount of turns. Secondly, you see this little Zot timer? If I spend more than this number of turns without going into a new floor or a new branch, I just die instantly. 4501 turns. Pretty cool, right? Not stupid at all, right? Okay, so we used vulnerability, which reduced my MR, but also his. We're trying to paralyze him, and we're getting just completely dabbed on. Finally, 54%. We failed like 4 times in a row. That's okay. Is Evering to blame for food? I think we have to blame Pleasing Fungus for that one. Hey, Doesn't He, what's up, man? Good to see you, my friend. They took out thematic, you need to eat, and added a magically, you get death touched if you're slow. Basically, and it's annoying because food, I mean, I probably don't need to tell you how much that interacted with various other things in the game, like which species am I? Am I casting spells or not? What do I need to train on account of my food situation? Which branches do I need to go into on account of my food situation? Some of these things affected the game more than others, but food absolutely was impactful on the game. You couldn't do things like spam Berserk on Trog and expect not to starve to death. You know what they did with Berserk? They added a piety cost. I would say mages are stronger than they used to be. I don't know about overpowered. I would say that it's a lot less interesting to be a Spriggan mage in particular, because with Spriggan casters, you had to be pretty careful and you had to train more spell casting than you otherwise would, which was interesting. I remember people argued with me about that. Minmay screamed at me one time about it, I think, because he thought that because I don't know, whatever. Trog only lets you be mad if you're a good little boy. Man. Anyway, let's go down. Let's magic map. Hello, Bazaar. No roll cost. Could you spam level 9 spells and stare dance for mana? Yes. Yeah, shatter. Yeah, you could do that. But then again, if you train enough spell casting, by that point in the game, you could have probably trained enough spell casting or found a staff of energy to take away spell hunger, and kind of done that anyway. I think the part of the game that it impacts the most is actually the mid game, right about the time when you start getting level 5, level 6 spells online. You can just rush straight for that now in a way that you really couldn't before, because you would have serious food issues. I should probably buy this Ice Blast if I'm going to be in here. Wait. Oh no, I'm dumb as hell. I forgot there's a screw it. It's probably lost by now. I just got ADD for a second there, I guess, and walked away from the Bazaar portal. Oh, somehow it's still open. Okay, well, I guess I'm glad I magic mapped. The Kobold of Gozek food taster. That was a fun run, dude. I genuinely enjoyed that. He was just always hungry. He was hungry all the time, that kobold. Because he, I had forgotten, I remember that, I had totally forgotten that kobolds, in addition to being carnivorous, actually had a faster metabolism, so they got hungry more often. Anyway, yeah, we're not going to be using Grand Gourmand today. We might end up in stat form, potentially. Okay, so either that's the... Okay, no, that is the Bazaar. Oh, that's annoying, so I have to go down and then up? But... Okay, so here's the funny thing about magic mapping. This is... Yeah, Gateway's a cool spell. This says it's a rock wall, but it might not actually be a rock wall once I get up there. What to do about that loose shop? What are you talking about? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's not it. It could be here. It could be any of these things down here, actually. Man, it's like I'm half asleep today. Yeah, there we go. Gotta be careful about air elementals. They can paralyze you instantly with no ability to give a shit about how much MR you have. They just do it. Artifact robe, I don't really care about that. Artifact ring. Okay, lots of things. I want to check all the shops before I buy anything. Slay -6, fuck you. Yeah, I noticed that, doesn't he? The good old Zot timer can't even leave me alone for this, huh? Okay, that's our core and Synv. So I'll take that. Int +6 as well, that's not bad. Oh, we gotta buy mutation, there's no question about that. Limited time Steam sale. Kind of, Netweaver, it's a really short paralyze. So what I would be a lot more concerned about Well, there's also the fact that when you get paralyzed, you don't get paralyzed again for the next few turns. You're like resistant to paralysis, so it says you'll shrug off the repeated paralysis. What I would be more concerned about, more than several air elementals, would be an air elemental with something next to it that can do like 100 damage to you. For instance, a Deep Elf Annihilator, which is in this branch with the air elementals, could like just kind of walk right up to you and throw a couple of crystal spears up your asshole while you're paralyzed and you're not going to dodge it, you know. Jack Nasty, thank you for the follow. Everyone in the dungeon is friends except for you. Well, you see, Darazol, they're like protected in their little shops, right? They just keep the door closed. Or maybe, I don't know, man. The orcs got to be collecting all that money for some reason, right? So maybe they're buying. Maybe they're peacefully purchasing stuff. Okay, do I have fog scrolls? I have one. I think we just get healing potions here. Probably. I mean, fog is pretty handy. Oh, that's enchant armor. Let's buy that. Okay, what else can we afford? Just the fog at this point. So we leave a lot of curing and heal wounds on the table, which is, it's unfortunate, but to be honest with you, and people are probably going to protest when I say this, but I think for this character at this exact moment, I'm more interested in having fog. Fog is a really weird and janky resource, which is either useless or completely saves your run. One of the two. Well, it depends what point in the game you're on. Like, if I'm on D3, I'm going to take the heal wounds, man. But, and if I didn't already have 8 healing potions, I also might feel differently. How does Fog Scroll work? Really jankily. A lot of people use it wrong. Basically, it farts out like a certain number of clouds. So if I'm right here, I can be pretty well guaranteed to know for a fact it's gonna be completely surrounding me, because I'm in a little corner. There's nowhere for it to go here, right? If something has 2 tiles of fog between you and it, you can't see it. So this is really, really handy. This is the Ring of Mistrust, the Ring of Democracy. Wow, that is, yes. Yes, indeed. Anyway. Yeah, so basically the idea is you use it ideally when you're ideally positioned to instantly stop things from seeing you that otherwise can kill you. Because if you can't see a monster, it can't see you in DCSS. However, if I were to use it like right here, let's pretend this wall wasn't here. In fact, let's pretend all the walls weren't here. Chances are really good that something in any particular direction would still be able to see me after I use it, and would therefore be able to cast, you know, in the same turn that I cast my fog. So you want to be aware of things like that. Man, a lot of good stuff to buy here. You want to be aware of things like that and plan accordingly. It's not to say it's completely useless in situations like that. You just might have to take a step or two to make it useful. Okay, can I get an easy sack, please? I thought I already sacked experience. Can you really sacrifice experience twice? So my max level would be 23. That'd be kind of funny. And stupid. Wait, what happened here? I'm confused. Maybe I didn't sack experience. Yeah, I did. There it is. I'm just blind. Yeah, but they must have changed that. I don't remember you being able to sack experience twice. Oh, hey. Well, I don't need to cast ice, hexes, or summons. I don't wonder if this will take me to full. It will not. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be casting spells today. And if I do, it'll be staff form, so. It's a shapeshifter. Let's take this slow. Okay, he's dead. Fuck homies. Fair enough. Now, I could do the Hall of Blades. I don't think I particularly want to, but I could. Some very nasty things could show up there. Like if we, with our current kind of shitty level of resistance, we could run into like a really big electric branded weapon, you know, which would be kind of unpleasant. I mean, it's probably okay, but Executioner's Axe of Disto, that would be an issue. In theory, I can power leap to kill any one of these things instantly, but yes, Green Eggs and Slam, because Sacrifice Love can affect more things than just summoning. However, I think if you've already sacked summoning, you get less piety for sacrificing love. Hey, Orin, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. There's a weapon shop there, which I don't really care about. So this is dangerous because we could still get teleported into the end vault, which obviously would be pretty bad. How many tele do we have? We have 4. We're probably okay. I mean, I can just APOC if that happens, so it's no big deal. So let's be clever. Let's do this. Notice how I turn the corner, wait for him, and then claw his asshole out. Not literally. 4 manuals of dodging, that'd be pretty sick. Right now we're just training unarmed combat. We got our evocations to 10, so I don't really need more. Yep, as a troll I have a pretty easy time in melee against these guys. Okay, this is the end vault. You can tell because there's the big stone hallway, which, well, they don't all look like this, but this one does. Let's dig. Let's dig. Walk up to that statue, bro. Yeah, let me do that. Alright, so taking a look at our tools. I like to think of things, I call them outs. That's what I call any kind of resource that gets me out of a bad situation that I know I'm going to be putting myself in. Standing right here in this little hallway, I can fight guys basically until forever, unless they start doing huge amounts of damage to me, like they get a lucky LCS before I can kill them, or maybe my walls get turned into Earth Elementals and I need to run away somehow. Typically, I like to have Silence Scroll for this, and we don't. So the only real out that I have. The only real out that I have is to APOC. I guess what I could do is I could dig this out, like this way, and then I would be able to blink away. Hello, Shadow Rider 38. Welcome to the stream. I shouted. I probably shouldn't have. Heh. He used Hellfire on me. And then Rue actually redirected it onto him, which was unnecessary. That's cool. Anyway, I'm just going to do the rest of the floor, and if we get tellied, then I'll APOC, and we'll deal with it from there. Notice how I'm carefully fighting only one thing at a time, using, well, as much as is possible, using the map to my advantage. Okay, so that's the floor except for the end vault and that statue. We do want to go kill the statue because he's guarding a significant portion of the floor and a potion of mutation. So how do we do that safely? Well, I do have well, you wouldn't know it from watching me play today, but I do have a bunch of rocks. I think we just do that. Okay, good. He didn't drain any of my int away. It's the gamers who are wrong. Well, remember, we're on the platform that that apparently believes that all gamers are white supremacists. You know, considering who they hire. Did they hire that person, or simply bring that person on board in a powerful role? Okay, that wasn't so bad. Got a little bit drained from probably draining bolt or something. Oh, hello, Flayed Ghost. Let's not fool around with the Flayed Ghost. Interesting little vault here. It's cute. I like it. Wonder if that's new. Okay, I'll throw a rock at the Lost Soul. Community Council. See, that to me sounds like one of those horrid Orwellian sounding like, oh, this is our trust and safety council, and meanwhile their whole job is to ban you for saying things they don't like, you know? The Janny Closet. Yes. Clean it up. Clean it up. Oh, an ancient champion. Well, this is a great opportunity to use javelins. You don't want to fool around with them because they can iron shot. They can also haste themselves. He doesn't seem to want to die to javelins today. Okay. What is his AC? Probably really high. Yeah, really high. I don't know who Co-Carnage is. But, I mean, yeah, that is a fairly black-pilling type of thing. I used Condenser Vein, which is going to do a little bit of damage to him, but certainly less than I'd like. Wait, is he even resistant to fire? Just kidding, that's going to do plenty of damage to him. Although the AC is going to reduce it. But just to make things 100%, why don't we use Lightning Rod for guaranteed damage? Okay, good, he's dead. I don't fool around when it comes to Ancient Champions. They just do too much damage, potentially. Use Firework Stick, basically. Troll logic, you know? Yeah, there were a couple chances for the vein to just screw me over. So I guess I'm happy it didn't. You have our missile, right? Yeah, you do. Ah! Okay. Okay. Tremor Stones. Tremor Stones is kind of an out. You know, obviously it will one-shot things with low AC a lot of the time, but I don't think it works if you're right-ass next to something. Well, it works if you're in the open and next to something, but I think if I were to Tremor Stone right here, and you know, I should probably test that. If I was here Tremor Stoning, and there's a guy right there, I don't think it would work. Removed Ignite Poison for not being viable. That would be cool. Uh-oh, that's a Chaos Spawn, which can technically paralyze me, so we kill the Demonologist with an Ice Blast. Okie dokie, you weren't supposed to show up so soon. Uh-oh, what's happening? Did my connection give out? Is the server dead? Okay, I guess I just lost connection for a second. Whoops. Sick artifact helmet. A slimy helmet. Yeah, we saw that earlier. I don't, Oh yeah, it's right there. Oh my god, Green Eggs and Slam. Wouldn't that be frustrating? Okay, good. He died. Oh! The Bolt of Lightning. I knew it couldn't kill me, though, because there wasn't enough space for it to double zap me. Automatically identify Randarts if you can't use them. You just have to stand over them, actually. Rand arts are already automatically identified, so you're like 2 steps behind Clown World here. Oh shit, I didn't mean to walk right up to him. That's okay though. I didn't think he would still be there, but here he is. God, you know what I should do? Here's a way to make this safer. We'll use curare. Yeah. Less chances for him to just throw a pile of damage into my face. Okay, it was a -2 helmet of Rampage, RF plus, Int +3, Stealth minus, and Fly. I don't think I would have worn that. Okay, when Tremor Stones is back, we may very well test that theory. You hear a shout X5. It's more shouts than I'd like. Fuck. I really hope that the Elementalist doesn't show up here. I should be able to just melee this guy down. There we go. Thank you, Rue. Corona was actually pretty useful there. All lightning attacks make you lose a turn if you don't have Aralek. Oh my god. Well, is that reciprocal? Can I use that against enemies? Can I just perma-stunlock people? Seems like there's more animated weapons than there used to be in here. Here's Shout X8. Damn. Okay, let's see if we can kill him really quickly. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and Condenser Vein. I can't because I can't Ice Blast from here. Actually, I should have just thrown rocks at him. Well, no, I shouldn't have because he has our missile. So I did the right thing by opening up with Condenser Vein. We could APOC. That seems not useful. Well, it seems like overkill. I really want to Ice Blast him. I wish he had walked up to me. I guess I'll just throw 30% to hit. Not very high. I missed. See, he's doing exactly what I didn't want him to do, which is he's tearing up my little house. I can no longer use my house for its intended purpose. Okay, this guy's coming. I thought maybe we had lost him. That's okay. Let's Curare. Convulsus, hell yeah. Okay. Let's throw rocks at him. Let's melee him. He's hasted and slowed. That's okay. I can always APOC here if needs be. Oh yeah. Power Leap to finish him. Low HP meant that he was definitely going to die. Well, probably going to die. A rigorous quest system. Hell yeah. I'm going for... Today, my daily grind is the Sigma grind set, actually. And then we're going to go farm some ancient gear from Guardians in Breath of the Wild. Okay, hold on. I don't have Curare anymore, which is a big problem. Did he just move twice? Yeah, he did. He got random energy. 3 misses. There's a hit. He hastes, but he gets hit by the rock, letting me set up the finisher leap. Okay. Okay, terrific. I can fix this tunnel by digging only one time. Nothing beats rock. I don't know. I don't feel super great about this elf clear, to be honest. it feels like something bad could happen. I think that if I, especially without Curare, I feel a lot better about it now that I can just blink away if something particularly bad happens. But even so, I could get, like, lightning bolted to finish me off, you know? "15 runes to enter Zot." Oh my god. But that would be more tedious than anything, depending on how bad Extended is these days. Whoa, I didn't mean to take that step. Shit. Okay, this is okay. I'll APOC if there's a problem, I guess. I'm probably being a little bit paranoid because, like, Rue saves me 9 times out of 10 if anything bad happens. I mean, obviously the aura doesn't function 90% of the time, but you know what I mean. Like the things that I'm afraid of are very much less likely to happen because of the auras. Like, that guy just kind of sat there doing nothing because of Rue for 3-4 turns. But remember, if you want to streak wins in DCSS, you have to consider the things that only happen 1% of the time, or 5% of the time. Because the thing that happens 90% of the time is not going to ruin your run, you know? It's only the thing that happens a rare amount, once you're good at the game anyway. Okay, so I moved all the way up here because I wanted there to be space for me to power leap if needs be. Twitch spam bot. It didn't let you say the rock? Okay, so instead of walking around, we're not going to waste our turns. We're gonna throw a rock because he blinked away from us. He's just kind of walking up to us again. Sometimes they do that. We're going to wait because he blinked away again. We keep missing despite a 64% chance to hit. You know what's weird? Check this out. If I use this is UI screw. This is a poor UI choice. This has always messed with me actually. If I press F, I see at the bottom I see 64% chance to hit. But then if I go XV for my melee, I look at his EV, it says about 35% chance to evade your claws. So for one, it tells you what your chance to hit is, and for the other, it tells you what your chance to miss is. Those should be the same number. Like, just for consistency's sake, I think. I'm not going to submit that PR because I'm banned from their GitHub repo for for saying the wrong thing to Evering. But, you know. I mean, obviously, yeah, of course, you could just subtract from 100 and it's fine. I just think it should be the same, that's all. Seems like a good spot to power leap. 1% unaccounted for. Yeah. Well, no. One was with the rock and one was with my melee. So the inconsistency as far as that goes is because my unarmed combat skill is lower than my throwing skill. No, I understand BTS. It just seems... I mean, that's a minor nitpick. I'm not going to really get on them about that. You know? I should make sure this thing can't do anything new. We are on trunk today. But the Poison Demon is still a big pushover. Same thing we did before. Oh, hello. Took his HP low enough to power leap for the kill. Another healing potion. Demonologist. I don't know why, but I almost just said scatologist, which is a very different thing. Made a post on our DCSS and our roguelikes. No. Right, this seems like a good spot to start throwing javelins, actually. Scatology is a serious science. Is it? Brapology. Study of brap hogs based I'm what you might call a, you know, a brap hog enthusiast. Okay, let's tremor stones here. It's a pretty good position for it, yeah. This is a good position for it as well. Hell yeah, killed the Annihilator instantly. I'm an artist. I'm a performance artist. Uh-oh. Remember what I said about positioning myself right? I messed up that time and I had to take a step back and then power leap in front of him, leading to this unfortunate situation where there is hand axe of distortion. This could cause so many problems. I don't particularly want to visit the Abyss, but I'm actually more afraid of him teleporting me into the End Vault. So what do we do about this? I'm exhausted, see, so if I got teleported into the End Vault right now, that would be real bad. So I think either we use Box of Beasts, which I think is probably the poorest option, because it could just get teleported away, or we throw a rock, which is not very good either, or we Ice Blast, which he's going to resist the cold part, but he only has 15 HP, so it's going to be Ice Blast. Okay. Hand Axe of Disto is almost destroyed. Pezzer, thank you for the sub, brother. I appreciate. I'm gonna Ice Blast myself. Again, because it's guaranteed to hit. His big defense, yeah, is his evasion. Janie gets to eat this month. You know, I probably will spend it on a coffee or something. Wait, just kidding. I stopped drinking coffee. No, I do appreciate it, though. That's, hey, every little bit helps. This is how I afford my rent every month, man. Twitch streaming. I think it was last stream that I made a joke about how you probably shouldn't rely on bits and donations for your rent unless you're like unless you have like 10,000 followers, and then maybe you can start thinking about that. Kill holes are awesome because summoners won't summon. Oh yeah, kill holes are really useful. You gotta be careful about it in Elf because they're not as good as they used to be. The elves got a little bit smarter over the years, which is a change that I think is fine. Used to be a lot easier to lure them out. Like, I'm gonna go in here and there's still gonna be elves left. To the moon coin? Oh my god, it sounds like... No, there is a coin called Safe Moon, which to me, look, I don't know anything about it, I just know the name sounds like a scam. Oh, it's a Safe Moon, you safely get to the moon. Like, okay. But hey, maybe I'm missing out. Please sub so I can eat Mickey D's instead of ramen. I think I'd rather have the ramen, to be honest with you. Which is fine. It sounded like someone's wife saying something's fine. No, I actually, I think that tone was more because I typically complain about everything the devs do. But, god fucking damn it. Tony, are you around? Do your job, Tony. Janny, clean it up. Clean up the bot. Clean up the bot spam, Janny. This is actually your job, Tony. You have the little sword next to your name for... Hey, there we go. Sweet. Janny! You're not going to get a paycheck this month. You're going to have to dock your pay. What? He does it for free. But no, with regards to the elves, I really was... It was more because I typically bitch about everything the devs do, but in this particular case, I think it's a legitimate change. It's mildly annoying for the player, but I think this should be a difficult thing to do. As long as it's still possible to use those outs I was talking about to escape a bad situation, you know, I think it's fine. Janie asleep, post links, no. Okay, I was just looking at something, I got distracted. Looking at some kind of item. I think I was just looking at that ring, which I dropped because I don't need it. Because we have Arlek on this other one. Although, you know what? Actually, let's drop the Ring of Mistrust. Because now I can have an Arlek swap that doesn't drop my magic resist. Yeah, don't do that, Green Eggs and Slam. God, I remember as a kid I downloaded that just because people were like, "Oh my god, it's the spookiest thing ever, and you'll get arrested instantly if you download it," and blah 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 blah. And I got it, and most of it was just like stupid bullshit that wasn't even accurate, you know. like I downloaded it specifically because people said it was like the most dangerous piece of information ever, and half of it was just super dumb. You know, I'm surprised people even still remember that thing exists. Hamster dance, oh no. That's correct, Power Made Flesh. My white privilege protected me, because that's a real thing. How long until you start getting banned from social media for saying things like that, for denigrating the you know, the stupid ideas of the left, the anti-white ideas of the left? Actually, I'm Eastern European, and I am told that I am a person of color because of this. I have Slavic descent. Specifically, I am half Polish. So, what I expect you all to do is to refer to me as a person of color from now on. That's correct, Green Eggs and Slam. That's the correct move. Now, you may say, well, gee, Malcolm, I thought you said you were blonde-haired and blue-eyed. Well, doesn't matter. I'm half Slavic. Look it up. We're people of color now. If you Google it, you'll see. Chocolate? I thought we were more well known for pierogies and sausage. And maybe Kluski. Yeah, kiss your shoe, sir. I've seen that video. That video with the white couple kissing the, what are they? Are they like black nationalists or black Israelites or something? They're like kissing these guys' boots, and this random other black dude walks down the street, sees them doing this, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing?" he's like, "Stop doing that." Icelandic people buy chocolate from Poland. Yeah, I didn't know we made chocolate, but I have to take your word for it. It's interesting. The last sane man shows up. Yeah, when, you know, well, the funny thing is, when you're in clown world and you're like the only non-Pagliacci in the room, you know, you look strange, you know? Yes, Power Made Flesh. Beef Polish is, it's a secret. We don't tell outsiders, sorry. Know who will make you laugh? That's true. That's pretty good, Tony. That's pretty clever. Someone here is familiar with the story of Pagliacci. All right. Anyway, we did elf. We did elf. We didn't really get any items. I'm sitting here kind of befuddled because I was really hoping to solve my Arlek problem, and I upgraded my swaps, you know, like I can have better things to swap to now, but you know, I still only have 3 pips of MR due to my sacrifice if I take off the MR rings, so we've got a problem. I mean, I guess I can go to Vaults 5. I don't feel super good about it with 1 blink. Ugh. What am I looking at here? Is that a Dread Lich? Formerly an Ancient Lich, but now it's the one with Paralyzed. That's It's fine. I don't feel good about Vaults 5, you guys. Then again, I didn't feel great about doing Elves, so maybe everything's okay. This seems like a poster child for a character that could get his ass ruined in Vaults 5, actually. My character looks like a big red X. Yeah, kinda. Kind of. No, it's just because I have the Fire Dragon armor on. Which is very, very red. Like, 25500 red, you know? Like, somebody made that as cherry red as humanly possible. So just say for Branch to do. No, we're at the point in the game where options are pretty limited. I've cleared Slime, Swamp, Spider, I've cleared all the Lair Branches, I've cleared Orc, I've cleared Elf. Our options right now are Depths, which I hate to go to before I've cleared, you know, gotten 4 runes, on account of the fact that you can get shafted and have a serious issue, although it might make sense to do Depths right now. Yeah, I could go win the game, but that seems risky in and of itself with our resistances the way it is. We could do Crypt. Crypt is an option. Crypt is kind of hit or miss on this character. We do have resist negative. I'm trying to think of how would I deal with Cursed Skulls. I wouldn't really. I would just throw rocks at them or melee them and hope it works. I mean, we can actually, no, we can tree form. Sep would have just ended. Who's, oh, Slep. He would have also been worshipping Zom. It might make sense for me to go ahead and do Crypt. We could potentially find a good ring in there. I don't think I'm taking any risks by being here. Ah! There he is immediately. Ball Python zombie. Do I have Holy Word? Okay, no. Yeah, I have 3 Holy Words, so we'll Lignify. I can still be surrounded by a bunch of crap here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Well, it's because I can be immune to Torment whenever I want to be. I just have to make sure I position myself properly, because if I don't, you know, I get memed on and die. Like, if I end up fighting a lot of things while lignified and not in a hallway, that's a real issue. Also, flayed ghosts can still flay you. Sack Love. I saw a t-shirt the other day that just said, "No girl fuck me." And I picture myself wearing that if I sack Love. That takes me to full. I lose Phantom Mirrors and I lose Box of Beasts if I do this. No girl fuck me. I could also take Int, but I may want to use Stat Form still, so sack Love. You are now hated by all. No girl fuck you. That man is struggling for sure. No. It was in a meme. I didn't see it in real life. That would be really fun. It's like a tourist, somebody who doesn't speak English, you know? And it just says, "No girl fuck me." I wish I had seen that shirt in real life. Box is now gray. That's true. That's good that it did that. Oh, we also lose Wand of Charming, formerly Wand of Enslavement, but this game is so woke that you can't have a wand called Enslavement. That was spooky. I would have APOC'd if... Oh, no! Okay, it's okay. We have Holy Word still, so... Yes. We melee them pretty goddamn hard with our big tree branches and lots of unarmed combat training. And that part of this is pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why I was worried, actually. It's mostly because of the chance of RNG just dabbing on me, you know, and saying, "Oh, hey, you wanted to kill this Curse Skull? Well, You're missing every attack, and he's now summoning Flayed Ghosts. Yeah, excuse me while I whip this out. If you get that reference, you're probably even older than me. Well! I know what you've been doing for about 3 generations, Green Eggs and Slam. Oh, hey! I like this new tile. I'm not sure if it fits with the branch, or with the other tiles, but in and of itself, this is a neat little door. Hey, there you go, Desert. That's kind of cool. I like the colors. It reminds me of Tartarus, which has kind of a light blue or maybe like eerie greenish, like cyan type color. Well, cyan isn't really greenish, is it? Whatever, you know what I mean. If you've been into Tartarus, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Which fits because that's the undead hell. And this is the undead branch. Blazing Oh yeah, you're an old man, dude. If you know what Blazing Saddles is, you're probably a grandpa. Like Blazing Saddles was part of the culture about the time when people in their 30s were young, you know? I can't remember the last time I saw a Blazing Saddles reference in anything. Holy, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, here is a tile, not even making any comment on whether the tile is good or not, although it's okay. I like the blue. But this is a good change, because before, the old tile made, like, no sense at all because it looked like a spirit. It's a pretty cool tile. But I'm busy thinking about the fact that you can now tell that there's bones in there, because for the longest time I couldn't understand why you could LRD Revenants. So based on that alone, this is a good change. He's out for your granny. He's pretty spooky. He's gonna get me. Well, you should be very afraid of these guys if you're undead. Maybe less so if you're not, because they can do, what is that? 3d27. So, like 79 damage to you. Per hit. Yeah, you can LRD them, because they have, believe it or not, there's a skeleton in there. A Juggernaut zombie. Looks like a stone giant. You never knew? Yeah, no, I think I found that out completely on accident. Hits you X2. Crap. Okay, we got him. Good. There's a skeleton. There's a skeleton inside you right now. Oh my god, how spooky. Wouldn't that be cool if you could you could LRD people by, like in the game, just anything that has bones inside of them you can LRD because you can shatter their bones. Too good, obviously, but they get like an evasion penalty because their bones are all messed up. Not that earth magic needs a buff, but Senshi, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to my troll who is not as strong as he should be. Well, Tony, they need it to stay in the game as a reminder that you are the dev's bitch, you know? It's a constant reminder that, oh hey, I like this tile very much. Vampire Knight. That actually fits really well with the game and has a good color scheme. It looks suspiciously like that dire flail is just kind of in the tile, though, rather than being plopped onto it like it should. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see him with a different weapon to be convinced otherwise. You'll streak mainline forever? No, I'm stopping at 69 unless somebody gets into the 50s whose name is not Man Man. Paralyzed 1%. Wait, what was that? Oh, shit. That's true, because I took off my MR. I mean, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, though. He couldn't kill me while I'm paralyzed, not at full HP, so I didn't take a risk there. I will be honest with you, I didn't realize that was happening, though. I popped on See Invisible, and just for convenience, because I knew it was... I mean, probably in the back of my mind, I knew it was safe, because it was alone. But in retrospect, that was probably a bad idea. Oh, no! Oh, they refluffed shafts. A sudden malevolence fills the crypt. So, like, now these explore traps are not just random things happening, it's a sudden malevolence. Oh no. He couldn't kill me, Copium. Oh, you'll hear me admit it when I make a potentially game-ending mistake. I don't pull any punches about that. Okay, this is a great place to use javelins. I mean, yeah, shafts and crypt are fine. I just think the refluff is a little bit silly. They were talking about insane shit on the GitHub. Like, they're like, oh, well, this sets it up so that we can have this cool fluff of you get shafted from one branch into another. Like, you get shafted from depths into hell. And I'm looking at that and I'm like, are you fucking for real? Are you serious? Imagine getting shafted not just into hell, but like, not just into the vestibule, but like into one of the hells, and then you have to escape into the vestibule, which is surrounded by enemies. Hell shaft. I mean, from a different branch. Are you for real? It's dumb. Okay, we're gonna close this door. Quit DCSS for good. Probably a good choice. Let me drink Lignify. Well, granted, this was from Pleasing Fungus, the same guy who just kind of took away random energy randomly, ironically. And then like a couple days later changed it back when people were like, hey, this kind of really fucks up the game in its current state. And it's funny because there was like a comment explaining why random energy existed, and he took that comment out, a code comment, you know, where you have like the two slashes, and it doesn't, for those of you who aren't coders, it's just a line inside of a program that doesn't do anything. It's just meant to be a note to other devs or to yourself. There was a comment in there previously that explained why random energy existed. They changed it, and he put in this like nasty gram about how bad it was. He's like, oh, we'd remove this later, to do remove. This is old bad logic. But he did bring it back because suddenly the game became, I don't want to say unplayable, but significantly worse. You need random energy in order to allow people to make it to staircases, then be able to reset fights without using resources. So I'm throwing javelins. What was that? Shadow vanishes. That's okay. Whoa! We killed the Curse Skull just with javelins. Based. I would like to requeue my large rock space. I can't get over how shitty the quiver menu is now. I wish I could disable this, but of course, as far as I know, they provided no means to do that. I just want my old quiver menu. There's no circumstance where I want to be able to quiver a fucking wand, an evocable, or God forbid a spell. I literally just want my old menu so that, like, I only have a tiny handful of things. The things I'm actually looking for, the things I want to throw, you know? Probably died on D2 from it and lost his personal record. Actually, no, here's the messed up thing. I'm always complaining about how DCSS land has become this sort of nepotistic hellhole. And this is actually a great example of it. Like, I'm basically banned from everything related to DCSS other than the server I play on. And so any ideas I have might as well be getting screamed into the ether because nobody with any kind of power is listening to them. I've gotten PRs put into the game before, but only by like getting someone to put them in for me and pretending I had nothing to do with it. If I were to put forth a PR and they knew it was me, they would tell me to fuck off, whether it was a good idea or not. Anyway, the reason I'm bringing this up is the random energy thing was a huge issue with the game, and if they listen to anybody who knows what they're talking about, I'm just one example, there's other people they ignore too, then they very quickly come to the conclusion that, yeah, this is a bad idea. But here's why he reversed it. He reversed it because the guy who was literally cheating to try to beat my streak and got like 30-some wins in a row by hopping around servers every time his character was about to die and tricking the bots into thinking he had a streak when he really didn't. That guy, because he knows how to suck these people's asses, and, you know, suck up to them, let me say that in a nicer way, suck up to them and you know, genuflect and treat them like they're kings or gods or something. Because he knows how to do that, he cried at him for a few hours, and then Pleasing Fungus relented. So it's not a matter of having the best ideas or being the best or good at something, and therefore your opinion on that thing probably matters more, or is at least more useful. It's not that. It's who sucks off the devs the best, metaphorically speaking. Who massages their egos, you know. He can win without cheating, but, like, I mean, he has a legitimate streak now, quote-unquote legitimate, that was about the same length, although it was using the completely busted, you know, broken version of Cinder Acolyte, that had, like, 4 uses of the reverse shaft ability instead of just 1. So it's like he's not completely brain dead or terrible at the game, but he's not as good as he's letting on, and that's the fucking guy that they listen to, mostly on account of social reasons, you know? It's just very frustrating to watch that play out in real time. I mean, ultimately the correct decision was made, so I probably shouldn't bitch, but it's stupid how decisions get made in Devland, you know? It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I mean, it makes sense. I know why it's happening. It's just a bit frustrating, that's all. Okay, we use rocks. Fortunately, he dies before doing anything to me. I took a step away from the mark trap because I obviously did not want to be marked. The elliptic streak. You do not have to copy the elliptic streak. Man has an incredibly aesthetic looking streak, which does not copy the elliptic streak. But you can look at a streak and see very quickly if it's like filled with hard combos or filled with easy duplicates, you know? Like, here, I'll show you Man streak. It's totally cool. Yeah, so, like, I see Felids, I see Deep Elves, I see Halflings, I see Mummies. Like, I think he actually, yeah, he has all races and classes represented in there. And he didn't do it in, like, a cheesy way by doing every single class as a Minotaur and doing every single species as, like, an Artificer or something. And he didn't do that. It's a greater player streak is what that's called. Yeah, no, I think that... Look, this is all opinion at the end of the day, but I think that probably, and this, again, is just my opinion, probably the best way to determine the value of a streak, I think that one basic agreed upon rule that I don't think too many people could argue with is that you should not have duplicates of an exact combo, because otherwise it's just like, what is the point, you know? Okay, so we got the watery castle ending of Crypt. Having my streak being beaten by something as shameful as that will happen eventually. Yeah, there'll be some no-life guy who decides that is his mission in life. And it's going to be really goofy. And I can't even talk too much shit about it because there was a time when I first started playing DCSS that I had a streak that was mostly centaurs and other garbage. And for me, that was like, I think even at the time I said a bunch of stupid shit like, oh, well, DCSS is hard enough, blah, 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 you know. But I think even then, in a time when I was certainly not as good at the game as I am now, I think even then I said, you know, something like elliptic streak is definitely harder, you know, and more meaningful than a bunch of deep dwarves and minotaurs and crap in a row. And I'd like to think that anybody who devotes the time to this game would have the same kind of humility to at least say that, you know. The kind of guy to do every single class as one species, then do the next down on the list, and so on till you've done everything. Well, that's a different kind of aesthetics, but I could get behind that. Just don't do all the easiest species first. In fact, it would probably behoove you to do the hard ones first. Get the hard games out of the way. I said that falchions are the best starting weapon. I did not. Wait, did I really? That sounds like a Leo thing. Is this a reference to the Leo meme, or did I actually say that? Because honestly, if I like dread going back and watching my old videos, because I know I'm gonna find some stupid shit in there that is completely wrong. Which is why I've never actually sat down and been like, gee, let's watch my old content. Well, NetWeaver, it would certainly be lengthy, that's for sure. I rant about how much I like Biden. Yes, that sounds very accurate. There are guys who have streaked all the Felids. That's there's an account called Felid Master Race which has streaked all Felids. I want to say that account is run by Dentist, but I'm not sure. I feel like he got accused of running that account and denied it, but it seems like something he would do. Stream my reactions to my old streak pure Kino cringe. Wouldn't that get confusing? Because you're gonna hear my voice in the background, but then you're gonna hear my voice in the foreground. Like, who's talking? Is it present Malcolm or past Malcolm? No, I don't. I do not own Felid Master Race. I could probably. I'm sure I could streak all the Felids if I wanted to, barring really bad luck. But I have not done that. I had my femboy voice back then. What is a femboy voice? Oh no. Talking a girl voice. I could do like a voice changer. That'd be suitably cringe. Oh dude, you know what I should do? I should pipe my voice into auto-tune. Put up a VTuber avatar. Then only when its lips move you know you're talking. You know, I thought about getting into doing VTuber stuff. But I feel like I'd have to, if I wanted to, I mean, the only reason I would do it would be to make money off streaming, and I just don't think I have the patience for that. Like, I would go on a rant about politics at some point, you know? Malcolm become an anime girl based. Green Eggs and Slam, I'm sure that she knows. A Titan zombie. You know what? We should be okay just to fight here. Based. Oh yeah, I still have that cat, although she is a little bit sick. She had those little eye crusty things, and Token was very upset because she's never owned a cat before and thought that the cat was like dying or something. But after texting a few people who are knowledgeable in the subject, apparently that's really common. She's just a little bit sick. No, she's fine. She's fine. It's not bad. Cat rusted to death. No. But anyway, yeah, I gave, I had like an adventure with the hardware that I was buying. Like, I bought a really expensive webcam for the purposes of streaming the cat, and then I decided that was stupid. So I returned it, and with that money, I bought a Raspberry Pi 400. And I'll be using that either as a dedicated streaming machine, or if it's not capable of that, I'll be using it as kind of a, it's just going to serve, it's going to serve the video over Ethernet to the, you know, to another machine on my network, and then I'll stream from that. So we'll have a cat stream. What I might do is I might like put the cat in a room anytime I'm leaving the house. Like let's say I'm going to a coffee shop or something to get work done or something. I'll just put the stream on while I'm gone, and I'll have like I intend to get some kind of device that'll let me dispense treats to the cat if I get a subscription, you know, from Twitch or Bits or whatever, and maybe something else that'll dangle a ball or something. I don't know. Maybe for at first it'll just be like I'm the treat dispenser and I just like throw a treat into the room, you know. What if it turns out that Gamafunk lives on your block and he finds it by shouting outside your window? Well, there's not going to be audio for that exact reason, because I know somebody who hates me will like listen for planes passing overhead or something. Cat obtains stolen credit card. That's true. The Raspberry Pi will be in the room, so she could like tap on the keyboard and uh-oh. Yeah, maybe Green Exit Slam. We'll see. We'll get it to work. Anyway, let's deal with this lich. I'm just sitting here talking about cats. Liches are easy for this character. Okay, this is the spooky lich. Always has crystal spear. I don't think that's against the rules. 35. Has that changed? 35. 70. 105. Plus the 21-ish. 130 damage. Yeah, I'm more worried about crystal spear. 128, 136, 144. Yeah, I used to have these numbers memorized. It just took me a minute for it to come back to me. Too much AC for the Tremor Stones to really guarantee a kill here. Trying to decide what I want to do. I almost just want to throw rocks. I think that's probably the right choice. What have I been training? Unarmed combat? Yeah, why don't we just take unarmed combat to 27? I almost want to get stat form online, but it seems goofy at this point. Actually, what am I doing? Let me take fighting to 20, get some HP. We have a poison manual. I don't think we're going to be training poison today. No, the File of Floods would be super cool if we could silence him, but we can't because he's undead. I think Netweaver was just making a joke, though, about the water, you know. Yeah, manuals are like goldified now, basically. Huh. Well. I think we just throw and we blink away if there's a problem. Okay, it misses, but Rue saves me from damage. Okay, large rock, 2 exclamation points. I'm gonna condenser vein. Fuck you! Okay, that's cool. We can always blink. I wish I had like a net. Pranked. I think I'm just gonna attack and not... Well... What's the worst that could happen here? The worst thing that could happen is he hits me for LCS for 144 damage, and then I have to blink to freedom. So the worst thing that happens is I blow a single blink scroll, basically. Okay, I'm going to put this on. If I get petrified, it's no big deal. Because I can drink cancellation, I can... God, I think Draw Out Power might even remove that. Yeah, it does. I can APOC. Yeah, the risky, well, no, random energy doesn't let them use LCS twice in a row. It lets them walk and then LCS. I think. I've never seen that happen anyway. I think random energy straight up only affects movement. But anyway, maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, like because of the distance involved, even if he gets random energy, he can't like walk up and shoot me. I'm going to be 7 tiles away. Yeah, but he can't. Well, yeah, if he hastes, then we've got a big fucking deal on our hands. No, haste he could totally get 2 LCS as well while haste. If he hastes, we're going to APOC immediately, is what's going to happen. I should have used a resource, actually. I'm pretty stupid, because I should have backed away. Yeah, I have 6 potions of might. I should have just used one. This is okay, though. What was the last thing we did? We popped on our ring. Now the paranoia sets in. Malcolm's ulcer will explode. Can you run them out of mana? No, monsters do not have mana. Okay, we got him. So, like, that looks easy. If you look at my commands, for the most part, I just kind of bumped into him repeatedly. But that could have gone very badly, very easily. I thought there was another one. I guess not. Hallway, please. Oh yeah, Gridgem. That's the thing. That's why you have to treat it. That's one of the things that makes DCSS a pretty interesting game, actually, is the fact that there are still situations in the late game that can simply ruin your character in 2 turns. And a lot of people complain about that, and I think those people are completely missing sort of the entire point of DCSS. Okay, we're marked, but that's okay, because we've already cleared the floor for the most part. Some nice quick tabbing of all this garbage. Losing is fun. Well, losing is fun if you've lost for a reason. Is this the one with the secret room? No, it's not. Losing makes winning fun. Yeah, and again, only if the loss is your fault. If you're losing all the time for no fucking reason other than the game just decided to throw a middle finger in your face. When was the last time I lost DCSS? Pretty recently, actually. I was when I was playing the I was playing 0.5, the really early version of DCSS, and the game just extracted a loss out of me because I got bored. I think I like walked into Rupert or something. Okay, we bought out that shop. Exactly, Tony. Like, if I had to play Street Careful on every single run of DCSS, you know, like, I don't think I could do it, man. Do I want to go ahead and... Why don't we go ahead and do this? This is fine. I'll grab some more experience out of this place, you know? Alright, this guy wants to be an asshole, so we just, you know, trimmer stones. Should have probably just put on See Invisible, but... By the way, we're full piety now, so that means my power leap can one-shot things like it's supposed to. There's that battle axe of electrocution I was afraid of. How are you gonna do that, Tony? How does that... You're gonna, like, snake a cable into my room? Like a tube, like a hose? That's what you get, Green Eggs and Slam. And now you're gonna be wearing the shirt that says "No girl fuck me." They'll be like, "Did you go to the gym today?" No? I can tell. That's a disto triple sword. Which is why we throw the javelin. Too exhausted to power leap still. Okay. Got him. No, I do not want to take a trip to the abyss. I don't think that's going to happen, Green Exit Slam. I'll have you know that my wife's boyfriend bought me that Switch. And he would be very cross with you for saying that. My wife's boyfriend is a great guy. Yeah. Didn't Destiny admit to being an actual cuck on stream or something like that? Did I have a fever dream and make this up? Is that a real thing that happened? I mean, maybe he didn't admit to it. Maybe he said something like, "No, cucking is cool," or something like that. God, what was it? I don't know, I can't remember exactly how it went, but I may be thinking of Maddox, because I know again, you have to be a very old man to know who that is, but he made some kind of weird video about that, where he was like, "Oh, everybody's calling me a cuck, but it doesn't make sense. Let me talk for an hour about cuck fetishists." Your wife is very sociable. I mean, technically, I guess that's true. Okay, so we did crypt, and we are 0 steps closer to feeling super comfortable about doing Vaults 5, but you know what? I'm doing it anyway. Here we go. I mainly just don't want to be in melee with all this crap at the same time. That's my big issue here. It's just a treat. We got experience out of it. I can't complain about having experience, you know? Okay, so I didn't want to fight all that stuff with the Lich. 1, 2, we're counting how many of these we killed to make sure we've killed them all. 3, oh god. That is indeed a Shadow Fiend. 4. 5. 6, should be 2 more. 7. And 8. Baked Alaska. Is he going to prison? Because, like, I'm pretty sure he was a federal informant, and the feds decided he was just, like, too much trouble to be worth it, and just kind of let him, he lost the trial. I hope he goes to prison. He's a real shithead. Like, I've watched his content, and some of it is just, like, deeply disturbing. I feel like I'm watching somebody who would, like, cut a homeless person's throat just for fun, you know? Like, that is the vibe that I get watching that dude talk. And I can't really put my finger on exactly what it is. I just know that, like, every instinct in my brain is, like, screaming out to me, avoid this person, you know? Like, I'm sure you guys have experienced this in real life at some point, where you just see someone and you're like, holy shit, I need to stay away from that person. Like, I get that seeing him interact with people. Like, there was this one video I saw where he was talking to this girl who had some, like, obvious mental issues. I don't know if she was, like, a drug addict or just, like, was not all there mentally, you know, but, like, he was just, like, fucking with her in ways that were not, it was not funny. It looked like somebody who was, like, abusing, like somebody who was incapacitated, you know what I mean? And it's like, people don't do that unless they're real shitbirds, as my grandfather used to say. Anyway, okay, we cleared out some of those guys. It sucks that we can't really even melee vault guards. This would be like the poster child for a character that wants to drink agility and go down, but you know what? Agility doesn't exist anymore, so, you know. Get a little hydration here while I think about what I'm going to do. You know, Tony, the thought had occurred to me to do that. To farm Abyss, I'd have to go into into depths, though. I'm in automotive. There's so many randos that show up and red flags start waving. Oh, I see. Yeah, for sure. Instantly get hit by Quicksilver Breath. Hell yeah. Okay, this looks safe enough. It's just like, technically a shitload of damage is possible here. Potion of Attraction. You know what? Why don't they just call it Potion of Bad Jokes? You know? Well, Tony, I don't have the stat handy right now, but I remember reading the percentage of psychopaths and sociopaths in the general population and kind of nodding my head and saying, you know, that makes sense. there's just way more than you would think. That much I'm sure of. Well, that's the only good thing about this COVID bullshit is that there's a lot less interacting with the general public in people's jobs, I think. I mean, there are a lot of jobs out there where it doesn't really make sense for you not to be able to work from home. And basically, because of brain-dead asshole boomers, they would force you to come into the office anyway because fuck you, you know? And so that's one of the benefits of being like a tech guy. If I ever need to get a legitimate normal job again, I can just, you know, probably get away with working from home. Whereas otherwise, like, before, I probably couldn't have. I mean, people work better when they're working from home anyway. Okay, this is an issue right here. Because I don't have RLEC. This is exactly what I was afraid of. And we've got this, you know, I'm going up. I was thought about APOCing, but it'll make too much noise. Let's APOC here. Ah, what? What is going on? What? Why? Why is there a targeter for this? You know, I started to realize why they're doing this, actually. They're adding targeters to everything, probably because they realize that it's easy to fat finger the keyboard, but I don't know if it's really necessary for APOC. I mean, hell, this is going to be probably an unpopular opinion, but I wonder if clicking the wrong thing is part of the challenge of DCSS. Like, it's a game that really rewards you playing slowly and methodically, and I feel like if you start panicking, you should almost get... I mean, granted, that's probably very well outside of the philosophy of the game. This is not a platformer. You're not really supposed to get punished for doing an input wrong, you know. But no, it is good for new players, because there are certain screwy things, like I used to always put blink, the spell, on a capital letter, so I wouldn't cast it by mistake because there's no targeter, you know. Make sure to aim carefully. Did nothing happen to this fucking guy? God. We're just gonna get Dex because I don't want to get stat zeroed. I should have started with the condenser. Okay, terrific. Instead of putting blink the spell in a capital letter, have you considered removing it from the game? It's still in the game, though. You can just only cast it once. Because then you can't cast it again afterwards for a while. It's really stupid. I thought one of the most fun things in the game was when you get into a bad situation as an early kind of caster and you cast blink a bunch of times to get out of it. And that's something you see new players doing a lot because they get in bad situations a lot. And that Hail Mary attempt to get out of the problem, I think, creates really interesting narratives because sometimes, it actually works out for you. And now that's gone forever. Yeah, fog blink, or as I call it, the ghetto controlled blink. Should not have power left early there, but that's okay. It worked out. All right, we're gonna... Is there... Okay, is that a green... Is that a green border around him? What's that little green line coming from? We'll find out in a minute. Where'd he go? Is that just part of the tile? Because that's a different guy, but... Oh, it's because he has HP lost, I guess. But the other one didn't have HP lost. It's... Okay, I'm having like a brain aneurysm. It was another monster that was above him. It was the health bar of the giant. But yeah. Yep. Okay, that is a storm dragon. I don't think he'll bolt me with his friendly shapeshifter beside me, but we're going to melee him and try to kill him first anyway. And all APOC if things get really hairy. Is that a new storm dragon skill? Huh. Why is it yellow on the bottom? I tell you, if I had a bunch of enchant armor, I probably would pop on storm dragon scales right now. That would kind of solve my issues instantly. I guess it's a skirt now. Find some yaks to set on fire. What? Okay. Let's take a quick look. This has already been a few more risks than I would have liked. Yeah, Reaver there. Fucking Titan there. Ancient Lich there. I think this might be a poor choice, my friends, to go back down. There is a shaft. Excuse me, a hatch. Yep, there is a hatch now. Let's stop picking up identify, by the way. This run's looking kind of rough. It's all right. We're making it work. It's just a little bit miserable. Not too miserable. I tell you, I just wish I had more blink. That's the real issue here, is the lack of blink. If I had more than one, I would feel a whole lot more comfortable. Okay. Rue did blind a Sphinx, it's true. Out of javelins. This would have been a good place to condenser vein, actually. Fuck. Haha, he shoves me in, okay. Okay, good. Perfect, actually. Let's make sure we kill the Iron Dragon before we kill the Simulacrum so I can't get shoved. Seems like a good place to throw rocks. I don't think he's going to go into the acid. Oh, he is? Okay, well then let's take a step down like this so he can't shove me into the acid, because that'd be really bad. I'm going to throw rocks, actually. Hoping, actually, that it misses the Shadow Dragon. Please come into the acid. Okay, never mind. My rocks do the trick. Okay, not bad. Plus 10 spear, lips on ill. That would have been cool early in the game. Maybe not so much for this character, but very cool reflect amulet. What a shame that we have one that is just so much more needed. What we need is an Arlec ring that has magic resist on it. Actually, maybe once we're level 27 we won't need it, but I think I'm just shit out of luck. Because troll magic resist gain is not great. Uh-oh! Spaghetti. You know, I probably should have thrown something. Well, I was going to say throw like a tomahawk, but just kidding. Excuse me, boomerang. I don't have any of those. I was thinking it should be something faster than the large rocks to hit the floating eye, but that's okay. Everything worked out. Yeah, give me more rocks. Gained 4. I noticed something strange. Rue helps you stun your enemies by conviction. That sounds plain weird. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we could pick up stones. It just doesn't seem particularly necessary. I do agree it probably would have been better to throw faster things at the floating eye, but... This reverse scares me a bit. Why don't we go ahead and condense? I'm actually going to use tremor stones, and he doesn't die! He does not go down! Alright. Ice Blast, maybe? Let's just throw 58%, that's not too bad. He goes down, yeah, baby! Ouch. Big hit from the stone giant. Another big hit from the stone giant. And there's our boy, the one I was afraid of. The main Mamma Jamma. Now we're fleeing from him into the black. Not so good. No silence. Oh, I see what you mean. Unidentified, yeah. Did they change that word? That's interesting. This isn't my favorite area. Again, I should have fucking buffed before doing this. I'm gonna APOC. We holy word if anything bad happens and he will die. Okay. Kind of lured a bunch of the floor here. Yeah, baby. Baby. If this keeps going like this, we'll have a clear Vaults 5 soon. No, I hate the red outlines, and I just keep forgetting to change it before the stream, and I don't want to go into my RC file right now and hunt for whatever the fucking command is and type it in and blah, 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 blah. Like, I'll just deal with it. But yeah, it's dumb. I mean, how much does the game need to hold your hand? Like, oh no, this monster's dangerous. Like, just let the player, just treat the player like he's smart. You know, just treat the player like he's not totally dumb. I say as I get fucking killed. God damn it. Yeah, a desert, but that's fine. Like, that's for them to figure out then. I have to tell you, this is ugly as hell. This thing is still silenced. Ah, fuck you. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. Okay. Alright, I used my only blink. We are now in a very bad situation. I'll drink haste, which makes things a lot better. I would APOC here, but guess what? Go into the area we've already explored. Shafted from Vaults 5 to Vaults 5. Let's drink a little heal wounds. I'll drink one more heal wounds. I am hasted, so it's probably okay. Damn it. Yeah, and there's the fucking problem. Why didn't I drink resist? I should have done that. Now we're okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, okay, okay. Again, these Yaktar captains look an awful lot like zombies. I don't like it. Hey, paralyzed immediately. Some good things happen. Too bad there is another fucking Titan. He's only speed 10. Let's just walk away. Let's just walk away and get as many hit points back as we can. Exactly, Tony. Is this your way of saving channel points? Forcing her, is that what you did? So you're the reason I'm dealing with this. I have you to blame. Because it looks like a good place to APOC. Fucking airstrike does so much damage now, and I have to remember it works in a goofy-ass way. It does more damage to targets surrounded by empty space. Ordinarily, I would charm the Yetin and watch him beat the hell out of the Titan, but the Wand of Enslavement is ruined by the fact that I sacrificed love. So, can't do that. We could telly again. Draw out power is an option. That heals me, but that's basically just a heal wounds potion, you know? Channel points to abandon sender, then rejoin him. Oh, that's goofy. Wait a minute. Here's an idea. Have fun, fuckboy! That's not a charm. He's just frenzied and insane. He's a fuckboy. You feel a bit more experienced. That's one way to take out a Titan. Like, oh, does your character have problems with Titans? Just turn the Etten next to him into a crackhead. Everything will work out. Yeah, it does work, Green Eggs and Slam, except you don't get your piety back. Okay, can we have, like... Can we have a nice, easy rest of Vaults 5, please? I tell you, like, sometimes you do this branch, and you just roll right through it. Other times, your character is suffering in some way, you know, and you really, really notice your character's deficiencies. If you haven't built a monster by Vaults 5, oh boy, you know it. In particular, if you're like low on consumables. Wait, darts? I'm trying to throw rocks, brother. I guess I've darted him. Okay. Arlek. You're right, I could be swapping for that, and I probably should be. But even so, in 1v1, they can melee me for a shitload of damage. Oh, he's paralyzed. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Let's do this in a hallway, though. See, look at that. Like, something as simple as, like, a single stone giant can do real work to me because I just don't have the AC to support being in melee or taking, you know, big hits. Which is why the Titans are causing a big issue, not just the lightning. But yeah, no, you're totally right. I should have swapped for that. I've been very reticent to do that on account of the fact that something could walk around a corner and hit my MR. And to swap Arlek on, I have to take away magic resist. Nothing to fear from liches. Hey look, some gloves I'm not going to use. Because my nasty troll fingers are just too fat. Yeah, they're taking naps. Yeah, you know, I will swap, because I can swap again quickly. And 1v1 it shouldn't be such a big deal because of my shield, although I have less SH than I'd like. Okay, okay. There's no parachance against... Unless they gave Titans Paralyzed when I wasn't looking. Okay, that's a weird looking armor. We could put this on. You know, that's a real thing we could do. Yeah, it looks like a shield, but it's actually body armor. we could throw that on, and I wonder how much AC would we actually lose? A lot. And only gain 1 point of EV. But that would let us put on our ring all the time, you know? It's a cool cow head. I mean, that's a real option. It's kind of stupid, but can't enchant it. Yeah, it's kind of a bad tile. Can't really tell what the hell's going on there. No, ring swapping doesn't take long. It would warn you. Oh. No. It's the same. Look, if I take off a ring, it's 0.5, and I put on a ring, it's 0.5. So yeah, it's the same as before. You're thinking of amulets, which almost killed me on my streak because I didn't know that that was what happened. Okay. I'm APOCing, this is stupid. Okay, now we put on our lek. Just max HP, Tony. Which is annoying in and of itself. Well, Gorsh Gooby, we walk away. You can zap me a few times if you want. You can airstrike me if you want. I think that does up to 50 damage still. Sure hope it's not more. Okay, good. Cool thing about Rue is, oh my god. Fuck you, dude. Well, that fear didn't last very long. Okay, fine, I'll read Telly. And suck down heal wounds. This Vaults 5 has extracted so many resources out of me, and to be honest, it really hasn't. I've used like 1 fear and 1 blink, and a telly, 2 tellies. That's not that much in the way of resources for a Vaults 5. It's just, it feels like a lot on this character who has been a bit, it's been a little bit of a drought of resources. Like, we're definitely not going to do Vaults 5, or excuse me, Zot 5 without doing a few ziggurats, or, well, not a few ziggurats, but a few floors of ziggurats. Or abyss farming, or more likely both, because I'm just not going to do this without some improvements, you know. My Zot timer is almost up. Don't lie to me. It's 17,000 turns. Yeah, Zom's chess piece is a little bit goofy looking. Remember, there's a different Zot timer for each branch, too. Okay, I'm getting a little tired of saying this, but we have found no items to improve this character situation. Really just kind of repeatedly robbed of the things that I need. We did find the Quicksilver Dragon Scales, which, I mean, it's a thing. We could do it. I think this game just really wanted me to go stat form, I guess. Sack time permanently reduce Zot timers. You know, if you're gonna have a Zot timer, I don't hate that idea, believe it or not. Did I really not put Holy Word on my list? That was dumb. Just looking over all my important resources. The rage guy could show up at any moment. I may be ending the stream soon. Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of... I wouldn't say that's not a free tomb. Come on, man.
Fuck you! Fuck
There you go, Green Eggs and Slam.
fucking no-brain pussies! Fuck you!
That's how I feel about this run. So, like, yeah, we could we do tomb? I don't, maybe. The holy words are not enough, though. You need other tools. We could do really janky lignify tricks, but it seems like a poor choice. Could just end tonight. Well, maybe. I mean, this character has to go to depths, so that's literally the only choice. Well, not literally. You could go to tomb, but you shouldn't. We could still take it to extended. I'll probably run a vote on that once we do Zot 5. It's just going to involve probably a lot of Abyss farming, unfortunately. I hate the idea of going extended with Rue, but, you know, it is what it is. I think Rue is always bad. Oh, man. The problem with Rue is he gives you, like, incredible powers, which you can only use once in a while, and once you use them, you really want to use them again, typically. Like APOC, you've just pulled the floor to you, you know? Compare that to, like, Kazlau, where you can do Disaster Area, like, 7 times, you know, and then you're out of Piety, but, you know. Hey, there's Abyss, so we can commence to farming anytime we want to. I should be okay in depths, though. Did they dick around with these tiles? Why does he have, like Dragon Ball Z shades on? Was that Dragon Ball Z? He's like wearing a scouter. Okay, we'll pop on the, oh. Just kidding, I've had it on the whole time. That's bad. Vegeta-looking ass. Okay, do we have something here? We have nothing here. Well, no, we have an amulet with MR++, but there's no reason to wear it because I'm already wearing an amulet with MR++. At least we have a lot of rocks. 65 rocks, which presumably I'm carrying around in a little sack. Yeah, it's kind of funny, isn't it? I haven't used invisibility at all because I don't feel like getting drained. DCSS RNG is fucked. Oh yeah, there's certainly issues. Okay, yeah, even now, at this point in the game, those electric bees or whatever are very dangerous for this character, even when I pop on Arlek. Hello! Hello, Coquetus-themed area with a fucking Ice Fiend. MO? APOC. Tony, no! Gotta have more self-esteem than that. 10,000 upvotes. Is this game calling me a racial slur? I don't know, but I think they need to be careful. As a person of color, I'm a little bit offended at how close this is to... it does look like a rocky penis, with like 4, maybe 3 testicles attached. I don't know what this is. An ancient stone creature that has lived among these frozen caves
Fucking no-brain
since
pussy.
before Antaeus
Fuck you.
rent Cocytus into being. It tolerates its new neighbors begrudgingly, preferring the company of its petrified enemies. Veins of ice permeate its frozen stone flesh. Cool description. Very stupid monster. It's just, all it does is petrify? Oh, okay, here we go. It attacks to reduce magic resist. It's got AF. It's got AFMR. Okay. And it hits for 30, then 66 cold, so basically simulacrum damage. But not as much because it doesn't have very many attacks. Anything else? Big AC, low EV. Being rent-free in his head. Yes. You know, when I saw the word rent, I also read it as the other meaning. I think we can just wail on this dude. He dies instantly. Why am I fighting an ice fiend? I mean, this is depths, I guess, but... Okay, this is okay, I guess. Javelins to throw through. There we go. Depths 1 with vestibule. That kind of thing would not surprise me. I better get like a bunch of cool loot for dealing with this vault, though. Come on, man. Looks like a bunch of crap to me. Oh, okay. Scroll of Silence. I'll take that. Believe it or not, that looks like, you know, solid gold right now, just to have that. That's one ancient lich that I don't have to worry about, you know, if things go wrong with it. One, two, and the one I'm standing on. I was counting the staircases. I wonder what would happen if I dug through this. Do I have magic map? No. Hate to waste the digging, but... Okay, it's a wall. It's like a layer of diggable rock in front of a layer of undiggable rock. Well, let's avail ourselves of the massive pile of experience in here, yeah? Could be paralyzed here, which is no good. One specific hell-themed vault. I mean, that could be kind of cool, actually. I don't know how much I would hate that. I'm gonna go ahead and immolate because I'm afraid of the chaos guys. Man, fuck this. Give me my see invisible. Let's get away from this Zot trap, yeah? He did not want to get large rocked. Javelin through this stuff. Finally hit something. Press P to throw rock. Oh yeah, tab fighting with throwing. I forgot about that. See, the reason I don't want to do that, I mean, I guess here it would have been okay, but I like to specifically aim where I'm shooting because if it's javelin, I'm shooting through things. I want to make sure I'm hitting as many as possible. And if it's something else, I still want to do that because if it misses the thing in front, I want it to have a chance to hit the thing behind. But no, you're totally right that in that situation there was no reason not to because there was only one place I could throw from. Well, we could. Oh my god. It is a little easier, isn't it? Thank you for reminding me. I'll proceed to forget about that as soon as the stream is over. Anyway, yeah, the ziggurat will potentially give us some loot. We're not going to go there yet, though. Alright, we have 20 fighting. What to train? I want to get these two nice even numbers. And then we'll decide. Does he not go away from his ally now? He didn't come up without his friend. Uh-oh. Hello, Juggernaut. $40, 120 damage. Should have done that sooner. Juggernaut hits itself. Hell yeah. I think I get one more turn. Okay, good. They attack slowly, so that was safe. Scroll of Fear. You know, we have 7 enchant armors now, so I could kind of sort of put a stop to all my problems by just swapping on over to Storm Dragon armor. It's an option. Maximally enchanted to +10. Yeah, that's really tempting, actually. Hey, it's this stupid vault. This is, I've always thought this vault was stupid because there's a bunch of enemies in there and I don't think there's a single piece of loot that requires you to fight them. A walking divine tome? What are you talking about? Okay, Tony. See you around, brother. Thank you for coming to the stream, man. Inside the vault? Oh, that thing. He can cast living spells. Living autonomous spells which cast themselves as the first foe to enter their range. Once cast, they dissipate. A walking divine tome creates living smiting spells. Oh boy. That's weird. I'm not sure what the point of that is. Why not just have them cast the spell directly? That's hilarious. He did a fireball, which burned the trees. Hello. Walking frostbound tome. Living ice blast spells. It's alright. I guess I need to see it in action to see exactly how this works. Actually, just kidding. This seems like a good place to APOC. What is going on? Does he have like 1,000,000 hit points? 100. That's more than I would have thought for a book. But his AC is not high enough to justify surviving all those hits. I guess I just rolled poorly. Gold Dragon Scale. Not really something we need. It gives us our poise, I guess. Now, I suppose we could finagle around with... Oh my god, Trog better love it if you kill those, for sure. I suppose we could fool around with our rings. We could eat the drain from taking that one ring off after putting on the GDS. And... we could pop on the Aralek ring. I guess. In my ideal world, I get to take off this stupid MR ring, though, and nothing lets me do that except putting on Quicksilver Dragon Scale. Can I even wear GDS? Why not? Why wouldn't I be able to? My EV is 10 right now. I wear this and it becomes 6. It's not that big of a deal. That was a skeleton. Oh, we don't have... Damn! We don't have, Wait, no, we do have javelins. I'm just blind. Okay, we'll javelin through here. Wait, I guess we won't... Wait, yeah, we will. Okay. Boom. Okay, what just happened? I saw a weird animation. I think that was just my javelin, actually. Iron Dragon Claws, you looks like we're okay. Hey, the Divine Tome is not resistant to fire, as it shouldn't be. Good. Aiming for the brain, because I don't want to take int damage, and also it'll die the fastest. Creating another explosion, which will help make the chain reaction happen. Cool. Okay, cool. Oh, what a train. And so yeah, we did this for no reason, basically. You know, no loot. Oh man, do I just... You know what we'll do? We'll get our defenses up to 15. We walked in on that fire giant and he proceeded to fireball himself. XP is almost like loot. Well, you're guaranteed access to experience. You're not quite so guaranteed. What? Why does he look like a raptor now? Have I seen this new tile before? And complained about it? That looks goofy as hell. Okay, so technically we could go to Abyss, we could go to Hell. Yeah, why doesn't it look like an orange? I want my money back for this game. I'll add it to my paycheck as a Janny. Yeah, I'm gonna be greedy and just hold off on doing all those enchants until I see if maybe I can get a piece of loot out of depths. Because maybe this will all be, you know, maybe this problem will be, you know, will resolve itself. That Tau got hit with an ugly stick. Yeah, ugly stick. Plus 10. See, I said I was afraid of doing this branch until I absolutely had to, and it kind of looks like I'm having a super easy time. But all it takes is like one telly, one shaft, I mean, I don't have any blink, man. So, like, this could end very badly. Hello, Jory. Hello, Jory High Roller. Okay, good. His AC is reduced. We're gonna Tremor Stones, actually. I wanted to clear out those trolls at the same time. It didn't quite work. Damn. Remember, Jory is a high roller. He can do 97, 104, 111 damage to us. At which point we'd have to basically APOC and pray or silence. You know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and APOC. Had to walk right in front of me, at which point I decided to just take him out. Now, I walked away from all that because I didn't know what all was coming from the floor, which is the big issue with APOC, isn't it? No! I forgot he can malmutate. That's okay. Actually, that mutation I don't care about. This is a good place to use javelins. Unfortunately, the Hell Knight decided to die while the Nekazek remained unharmed. And again, it misses. How about now? There we go. Oh, again? Is that what we're doing? And there's a Hellion, which is okay. I had really hoped to kill him instantly, and we did not. That's okay. This will do it. Two of them anyway. Just melee the Hellion. He didn't want to use his ability while I was next to enemies. Oh, hell yeah, bros. Let's wear this robe. Oh my god, I'm gonna get some stats. So I can Tremor Stones through these. Resist don't matter. Yeah? Is that so? Yeah, Tremor Stones is inert. Resistant to poison, god damn it. Can he can mutate me through that, right? It's a problem. I guess I have to dig him out. Giving him turns to screw with me. Because he's not gonna die to the poison gas. Good. Paralyzed. I'm not going to waste digging resources to kill these dudes, you know. Totally not worth it. Oh shit, I just let that happen. Yeah, no, fuck this. Nope. We're also not going to Pandemonium. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, Reavers are really spooky because they can just, if they want to, they can decide to, you know, like, oh, I'm just going to corrosive bolt you every single turn, 40 turns in a row. Is he on deep water? Did I just... God damn it, I just threw my javelin into the drink. That's okay. It's not good. It's okay, though. Not bad. Gold dragon zombie. I'm not sure if I like the fact that every knight looks a little bit like Jory now. I mean, the tile itself is good, but I just noticed there's kind of a obvious resemblance. Okay, that didn't work. How about lightning? I like to take Flayed Ghost really seriously. Like, yeah, when I see one on the screen, that thing has to go down, you know, because otherwise he's going to cause an issue for me very quickly. So I'll use lesser resources to make that happen, like charges of Lightning Rod. I'm going to get them back, you know, like what else are you going to use them on? That's the exact kind of threat that they're good for, because they are guaranteed to do some damage, you know. 9 times out of 10 it'll solve the issue. So this would have been bad to fight without Stair Dancing, because these guys can reduce my MR, yeah? I could have ended up paralyzed. MR Cloak? Nope. Cloak of Stealth. Thanks for nothing, shitbag. However, there was a cloak on V5. Why don't we go check that out real fast? I didn't see that. We had the MR solution the whole time! Fudge! Okay, that's okay. It was only a mistake for, like, most of depths. That's okay. That's cool, though. That means we can drop this stupid ring. That means we can pop this on, and suddenly our resists look pretty kosher. Don't have our poise, unfortunately, but that's fine. And we don't have our core, but that's just cherry on top. My big thing is defenses now, really. Yeah, only defenses. Which we are alleviating a bit by training. Kicking yourself moment. You know, it happens. Because, like, I hadn't played in a while. Or haven't played in a while. And so, typically, I go over a floor and I'm like, I do the Control F dot to see what was on the floor. And I may notice everything that there is to see, and I may not, you know? And in Vaults 5, I guess I just missed it. Speaking of which, good to look for hats. Look for shields, although I'm unlikely to find a better one than this for my purposes. Gold Dragon Scale Copium. It is tempting. AC 23. Yeah, we could get a lot higher AC. I've been thinking about it. I'm eyeballing it. I guess there's no reason not to. I mean, I hate to have less than 10 EV if I can avoid it, you know? Not exactly, because root beer? Is that what that is? Is that your name? Yeah, so the thing is that Quicksilver Dragon Scales cannot be enchanted, and that's why it doesn't have the +0. Hey, Toasted Zergling. Oh, you came into chat to heckle me about BTC dropping? Oh no, it's only 50,000, you know? Like, what is it right now? I know it dropped to 53 today, but whatever. It crashed. I saw that one video where it's like, one time BTC, I bought a bunch of BTC and then it went up to $100 and then it dropped to $50. It crashed. I lost my money. And then another time I bought Bitcoin at $1,000 and then it crashed to $100. You know what I mean? It just goes on and on, the history of Bitcoin. And he's like, moral of the story, don't buy Bitcoin. It'll crash. It's important to remember that GDR doesn't exist anymore. Or it does, but it's all AC related. So the big benefit of wearing the dragon scales is almost lost to me, you know? I only go from 23 AC to 20, 26. It's just not worth it for the Arpoise. Well, he wasn't serious. It was like he was making fun of people who say like, "Oh no, Bitcoin's crashing," you know, like zoom out on the chart, dude. But yeah, I don't know. With regards to the AC situation here, you know, the Gold Dragon Scales totally becomes worthwhile to use if I find more enchant armor, because we can get that up to like five more. Iron Troll skin armor. I would wear that if it existed in this game. He bought it 69,420. That is now possible, isn't it? I don't think we touched 70k, but I think we got up to like 69.5. Is that right? Hey, fuck this. You guys are doing more damage to me than you should. So I reset the fight. Alright, Buckaroo. Draconian's a little too rambunctious. Game decided to mark me. Potion of resist. What just happened? What the fuck? Oh. Okay, disto weapon. Whoops. Shouldn't have tabbed that. It's fine though, I can indeed survive an abyssing. Hello, fully charged. No, no, no. Speed 10, I thought. Okay, that's pretty spooky, I guess. Hello. Why is there a Dreadlich on this floor? Just chilling out. No, it's Did they? That certainly looks like the... Huh. You know, you're right. That looks like the end vault, doesn't it? And we've been fighting Draconians. Toasted circling! Thank you! 100 bitcoins? Whoa! I didn't know you were a high roller.
Okay, heckling over. Have a grand night. Here are some bitcoins. Invest them wisely. Dolphin Rich Walren Lol.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, they shortened depths. I don't hate that change. That's fine. I gotta be really careful because that floating eye is still charged up somewhere. There he is. And he's dead. Okay. Okay, terrific. I don't know what to do. Let's go to depths 5. Just kidding, there isn't one. Well, technically our situation is, now they can make Zot longer. God, I hope not. Honestly, they should be taking hints from B-Crawl and making the game shorter everywhere. 7th place in a StarCraft tourney and get 25 bitcoins. God, imagine if you're that guy, you know? What's up, Malcolm? Apparently Bitcoin is tanking. Any ideas what caused it? Not really, no. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to Google the price. You guys are forcing me to go to CoinMarketCap or whatever. Oh, 50K. Oh, 48. Okay. Huh. Well, the whole market's down across the board. I see a 14% drop in Bitcoin and in Ethereum. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. We had a bull run recently. I mean, it could just be normal market cycle shit. If you ask somebody like, oh, what's the price going to do, and why did the price do this, and blah, 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 generally, if they give you an exact answer with a great degree of specificity and claim that they know for sure, that person is probably BSing you. 10k bitcoins and a thumb drive, you lost the password too. I would go to a volcano and drop the thumb drive in, because otherwise I would wake up every morning looking at it with like sheer rage. Like I would have to destroy the thumb drive just to feel better about it. Anyway, this actually seems like a pretty good stopping point. I can kind of think about whether I want to go ahead and do a Ziggurat or if I want to go to Abyss, which, because we're in Trunk, we could have to face the new extended enemies, which could be interesting. Or I could just go ahead and do Zot. I mean, this character can do Zot. It's just my defenses they're really bad. They're pretty bad. We could make it work, but yeah, you know. I just wish we had more enchant armor. But we don't have any. It's not really a situation where I need to farm, but the situation where I need to farm is the fact that I don't have, you know, I don't have Blink. Push Bat to the moon so your brave ad gains make you a millionaire. I mean, you leave it alone long enough and you might see some significant returns. Who knows, you know? Anyway, I think this is going to be it for the night. I guess I'll probably be doing a little research on what's going on with Bitcoin, because that is a reasonably significant drop over the last day or two. But yeah, next time we'll probably, I mean, I just entered the Abyss, obviously, so we'll do a little bit of Abyss farming, maybe get the rune, we'll see. Primarily, I'm looking for Blink Scrolls. Once I have 2-3 of those, I'm going to feel a lot better about going into Zot. Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming by the stream, everybody. Thank you to the people who subbed. Special no thanks to Green Eggs and Slam, who has not subbed. Specifically shaming Green Eggs and Slam, because he trolled me too much this stream. Nah, I'm just kidding. But No, I do hope you guys have a good night, and until next time, I'm signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.